Greetings, everybody. Sam Washington. Hope you all are having a great day, great week, great year. Look, folks, I've been in security some years now. Don't want to give an actual number because I'm only 5. And so it must have been when I was, 3 and 4. But I've been involved with law enforcement at different levels, federal, state, local, for quite a few years. And I'm focused in security and security strategy as an approach to life in the world. That's just my experience and my capability. But I need to address something really important, and I'm just going to get right to it. And it's a little controversial, and I hope those of you who might be offended will be able to work your way through it till I'm done. When I'm not in formal business meetings or even social meetings where I dress casually, I usually am in sweats. I like sweats. It make me comfortable, that sort of thing. So it's usually, sweatpants, tennis shoes, socks, high tops sometimes, and, a t-shirt or a pullover or sometimes a hoodie and some workout gloves, usually fingerless gloves. I wear those a lot. It's just my style. And of course, a cap, Raiders, 49ers, Texas Longhorns, whoever, Philadelphia Eagles, that sort of thing. Wear those caps. But I need to share something for those of you who are walking out in public with me and greet me. Something about things not to do in terms of your security. So, and I'll give this example. So, I'm walking into my place. I'm actually approaching where I live, getting out of my car, and I see the new tenant, who happens to be white. He's about 5'10", coming out of his place, coming down the stairs to the first landing. I'm approaching up the stairs, leaving my car across the street, going up to the first landing. I get there. I move pretty fast. I walk pretty fast in public. That's just how I am. I tend to keep a fairly aggressive pace when I'm out in the street, unless I'm involved in a conversation or something. So I'm crossing the street, turn onto the stairs, heading up to the first landing. He comes down, and he sees me as he's arriving on the landing, starting to come down. And he doesn't meet me or greet me. He just stares, and he stops dead. As I'm coming up the stairs, I look at him, and he says, "Hey, is something wrong? Is there a problem? What's up?" I smile, and I realize the look on his face, and I can see the fear in his eyes. It's uncomfortable. But I recognize it, I've seen it enough times. So that men, women, children, teenagers, when I'm in this dress code in stores, in malls, just all kinds of locations, in the park, I've had that experience now. So I walk up to him slowly. I slow down going up the stairs. I say, "It's okay, pal. I'm just going to my place." I put my hand on his shoulder to try to calm him, and he's still, stock still, frozen. Fine. I go up the stairs. He turns, following me up toward the building, and it's like as I'm entering the door of the building, he finally unfreezes and goes his way, and he says, "Oh," as if he's coming out of a dream. "Here's what I want to share with you. Don't do that." If you are that person who is inclined to stand stock still or freeze up when you see an uncomfortable situation, even if it's not directed at you, don't do that. Try your very best to not freeze. It says to anyone who's near you or a person approaching you, even if they didn't initially intend on robbing you or harming you or attacking you or anything else, it says you're a victim in waiting. It says you were a ready victim. Do not stand stock still. There are lots of things you can do in order to prepare for uncomfortable, uncertain, even threatening situations. Most definitely. One of them is speak to people before they approach you. Even before they get close to you, speak to them. Say hi, say hello. How are you doing? How's your day? Something. I do it all the time. And unfortunately, it's not because I'm feeling threatened. It's because I'm in that practice because other people feel threatened. And I know that. I'm so used to it now, all these years, that I'm used to making sure that I speak to people at a distance so that they know that they're not bitter or lunch or breakfast for me as I'm approaching in their direction. And that's okay too. However, what I'm saying to you is this: for you who are that kind of person, you're moving into a neighborhood, shall we say, gentrification, you're part of that move into the neighborhood, and you are suddenly finding yourself surrounded by a culture that is not normally you and by people with whom you are not familiar. Fine. Speak to them, engage with them. If you think it's uncomfortable, if you know you're in an area where there is crime likely to occur, robberies, carjackings, whatever, you ought to plan for that. You ought to plan physically for that. You ought to plan, professionally and commercially for that, and you ought to plan mentally for that. Plan for the situations that you are likely to be in. Carry your keys, have them in your hand when you get out of your car. Carry some form of defense for yourself when you're getting out of your car or walking out of your building. And maybe you might be in a place where just leaving your door in your building or your home is might be an odyssey. That's fine. Plan for the possibilities. Crime happens in good neighborhoods and bad neighborhoods. That's just the world we live in. But you need to mentally prepare yourself and your family to do more. Your coworkers, your employees, to do more than simply stand stock still and wait to be someone's victim. Don't do that. Begin to think about what your next actions will be before you walk out the door. Talk through with friends and neighbors. See someone, get some, physical training, some martial arts. Do something other than simply hope no one will bother you, or offend somebody by simply taking a wrong action or saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing, like standing stock still asking, "Is there a problem?" If there wasn't, there's about to be one if that person isn't me. So this is important for people, I think, because I'm seeing that behavior a lot. And of course, it's not always with me, but it's not helpful. It's not helpful socially. It's not helpful culturally. It's not helpful professionally for you to be seen as that person and for you to socially develop that practice. Thanks for listening. If you need some help with this or want to talk about it or engage me with it, reach out to me. It's what I do for a living, by the way, and not just technology. And for those of you who need more than the services and the help I can offer, fine. I have lots of connections and relationships. But don't make yourself the victim by simply standing there as what you perceive may be a threat approaches you. Okay? Sam Washington, have a great day.